Welcome, everybody, this afternoon on a Sunday, 5 p.m. kickoff. It's a pleasure to have you join us. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on Spideo. The only team in the League One structure that has a home broadcast every single match throughout all of the divisions here at the Grove in the Bridge. It's a pleasure to have you join us here as the Alliance United are in town taking on your Woodbridge Strikers in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. Alliance are going with Maria Godoy-Atrash in goal between the sticks for the visitors. Number 3, Chelsea Chung. Number 4, Raquel Alexander. Number 8, Hannah Chow. Captain number 10, Hannah Anderson. Number 14, former Woodbridge player Medina Asaf. Number 17, Yan Yeomans. Number 19, Maddie Ma. Number 25, Ainsley Parker. Number 33, Sofia Ferrante. And number 50, Julia Cristovao. That is the starting 11 for Alliance United. Meanwhile, for your Woodbridge Strikers, it's goalkeeper Addison Green coming from North Mississauga. She's making her Woodbridge debut this evening. Between the sticks for the Strikers, it's now number 2, Katarina Capiello. Number 6, Sabrina Basante. Captain today, number 11, Kat Rogers. Number 13, Nicole Mayu. Number 15, Lydia Bredo. Number 16, Haley Lewis. Number 19, Megan McKee. Number 20, Tamara Liser. Number 21, Ida Michelli. Number 23, Kira Kent. That is how Woodbridge line up. But the Strikers do have reinforcements coming back from NCAA Division 1 ranks, and they are in the substitutes in Alexis Campbell and Olivia Bazzoni. Jada Hilton-Palea is back from traveling as well. So reinforcements are slowly starting to come in. Can they be effective is the question for the Woodbridge Strikers. For Alliance United, it's a bit of a roster turnover, I would say. Not everyone, but several players from their championship season of 2 years ago has kind of gone and washed right now, and a lot more younger next gen for, I would say, either side. They're a mix of vets and a mix of next generation players in the sense of youngsters coming into each lineup. Both teams feeling out each other in the early goings of this encounter here at the Grove in the Bridge for League One Ontario Women's Premier Division action. Alliance has started the season with a draw 1-1 against newly promoted Waterloo United, formerly known as BVBIA Waterloo. They got defeated against NDC Ontario 3-0. They drew against FC London 0-0, and they lost to Vaughan 1-0, along with winning in the Cup game, round 2, against Guelph 1-0. So they have not won in the league yet. They have 2 points due Alliance so far this campaign. Meanwhile, for Woodbridge Strikers, they started hot with a Vaughan Derby victory, 2-0 at North Maple. That seems like a lifetime ago on April 19th, the opening weekend of the Premier Division in the women's side of things. But then they fell to 4-2 against Guelph, who they were up 2-0 that time, 2-1 to Waterloo, and 2-1 to Simcoe. They also just fell 1-1 on, they drew 1-1, but then they fell 4-1 on PKs to championship side Whippy FC middle of this week. So, not the start newly promoted head coach Gabe Cremonese would have wanted for his women's side, but learning curves and definitely lots to work with and lots to work on if you're the Triple Azzurri Blue. Woodbridge going from right to left to start this encounter in the Triple Blue. Meanwhile, in the Triple Orange, it's Alliance from left to right here at the Vaughan Grove Stadium in the Bridge. It's a pleasure to have you join us on an early Sunday evening. We have the men's game at 8 p.m. kickoff as the men will be taking on St. Catharines Roma Wolves, a newly promoted side as well in the men's Premier Division side of things. So we're here all evening for you. Hopefully you're joining us, not just for this one, but for the other one. I know there's a big hockey game going on at 7:30 p.m. But we'd love to have you join us for the 8 p.m. men's as well. We have a first set piece action here for Woodbridge. Corner kick will be delivered by Kat Rogers. Kat is playing in her 75th cap for the Woodbridge Strikers women's premier team since coming over from North Mississauga several years ago. Here is Rogers, the delivery. It's a good one, swinging in. And the keeper punching that away in Maria Godoy-Atrash there. As Atrash had to make sure she got a fist on it, or it could have been 1-0 Woodbridge. Strikers look like they are the more menacing team right now, but we know that's not always how it ends up after it all. That goes out of play for an Alliance goal kick. So, 5 minutes in, you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live. Live on Spideo. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, bringing this play-by-play for the 4th year in a row now. Every home game here at the Grove in the Bridge for League One Ontario Men and Women's Premier Division action. There's a slip there by the center back in Hannah Chown. And it's taken by Basante to Capiello. Capiello to Lydia Brado. Brado, the engine in the midfield. Good play from Rogers. Rogers looks from the outside of her boot. She couldn't connect that time, and Alliance looking out. They do get it out. Michelli is tracking, coming in hard on her man, but a good cutback from Raquel Alexander. She goes in the middle of the park, turns it over to Brado. So it is all Woodbridge on the front foot here early on. Tamara Lissier. Looks like the 19-year-old is the center back partnership tonight with Nicole Mayu. Remember, there is age minute requirements in the league, so that's why you see different lineups and a different mixture from time to time. Good slide tackle by Rogers. Rogers finds Bisante. Bisante drives, she cuts. It's a good defensive intervention, though, by Chelsea Chung. That Hannah Chow on the far side. Needless to say, a big foot in there. Nil-nil, 7 minutes in. Long ball played. Haley Lewis can't bring it down cleanly, and it's out to touch for a throw-in for Alliance. Backwards from Ainsley Parker, and then far. Lissier gets up, makes the play, and then here's Basante picking it up. Basante to Megan McKee. Can she open her account in League One Ontario this season? McKee gives that one away, looking for some venom inside the penalty area. Doesn't come that time, but McKee comes back to get it. Here's Nicole Mayu. Mayu to Lewis. Lewis to Mayu. Mayu finds McKee coming way back to get it. She switches with Rogers momentarily. Now Rogers cuts back and tries to make the play. Couldn't, and it's a throw-in for Alliance. McKee looking for, trying to bring it down is Julia Cristovao. Cristovao on the far side. That goes out for a Woodbridge throw. Now Basante, touch in for Capiello. Capiello, Rogers delivery to Michelli. Michelli, good second effort to get it away from a man. Michelli driving. Michelli crossing, and it stays in. Alliance will try to play that one out. They do. To the target man. In Ferrante, Sofia Ferrante. Playing it now, and it's a good cut back in, but Michelli wins the ball cleanly away from Ann Yeomans. Lissier, Lewis gave that one away to Maddie Ma. Ma goes back to Asaf, the former Woodbridge player, playing that one back, and it's taken by the Strikers, now Rogers. Lewis. Brado actually wants a short from Lewis. Lewis decides otherwise. She's going to go into the penalty area with it. Delivery is a good one. McKee headers, and Atrash leaves it for a goal kick for Alliance. Here comes McKee centering. Basante looking. Goes all the way out to the far side. Cat Rogers with an in-swinging delivery in the 12th minute. Looking to have a good in-swinging ball in. Goes a little further back over the top of McKee. McKee will try to jump onto it at the far side of the penalty area to Capiello. Capiello looks to cross. Good slide tackle intervention there defensively from Alliance, but Capiello finds McKee. McKee, the top of the area, looking for Basante. Basante trying to thread the needle through. Oh, she almost did. But a defensive intervention again. Cleared, but not past Brado, who's been playing very well, in my opinion, so far for Woodbridge this season. Delivery from Michelli. McKee headed away by Alliance. They look to clear. They do. Can they catch Woodbridge on the counterattack? Here's Chelsea Chung. Tries to find Sofia Ferrante, but that's out of the reach of the number 33, and it's taken by Lewis forward. Back with Alliance now. Lewis again with a good intervention. Michelli covers her spot on the near side, and Alliance will now control the play. Asaf. Carrying forward. Finds Alexander. Alexander now to Maddie Ma. Ma goes back. Alexander to the near side. A chance maybe for Alliance here to cut in. Yeomans centering. Chance here. Ferrante, can she release? 1-2 with Chung down low. Shot comes in, scores! It's brilliant from Alliance. Chelsea Chung. Who else? And it's 1-0 for the visitors. 13 minutes in. That time Alliance undressing the Woodbridge back line from near side to the center of the pitch and past the diving Addison Green in her Woodbridge debut. That's not how she wanted it to start. A bit of a point-blank shot, though, that time. And it's Alliance 1, Woodbridge 0.
Alliance United goal scored in the 13th minute by number 3, Chelsea Chung.
Chung with the goal. Alliance up 1-0. Can Woodbridge strike quickly? Here's Megan McKee. That goes off of Alliance into touch for a Woodbridge throw. It was a ball one, good play, and a simply good finish by Chung. Here's Basante looking for the in-swinger. Found to Kira Kent, who's high up the pitch now. Kent. Remember, though, Woodbridge do have some substitutes that can make difference makers can enter the match here. Obviously, they won't enter, I would say, before the first half, unless things get out of hand, which I don't think they will. But, again, Woodbridge controlling most of the possession, and Alliance come down, counterattack. Good play from near side to middle of the park, and a good finish. Good combination from Ferrante and Chung. 1-0 for the visitors. Here's Kent up the pitch. Double team there, trying to make a play, and does, and wins a corner for Woodbridge, their third of the match. These are two teams that are at the bottom of the table so far to start in this League 1 Ontario Women's Premier Division. Alliance with 2 points entering the match, third last, then Woodbridge second last, then Woodbridge 3 points, third last. Where Woodbridge are known for winning, Alliance did win the championship, remember, 2 years ago. So, which team that's in desperate need of a win this season. Alliance looking for their first win of the campaign. Woodbridge looking for their second. Right now, Alliance has it, but it's early. Delivery, header, but McKee, no venom on it as she was trailing backwards. Wind carrying, and that time it goes out of play for an Alliance goal kick. Brado with a slip. That goes off of her. Into touch for an Alliance throw. Kira Kent comes back on as she had to just get minor repairs there on the far side, out of play. Remember, there is Jada Hilton-Palea, Alexis Campbell, Naima Prentice-White, Olivia Bizzoni, but I would say Bizzoni, Campbell, can they be effective coming into this match later on? Here's Mayu, just kicks it forward. Asaf. Inside to Anderson, then Anderson goes back, and now forward it comes. Ferrante, good control again. Ferrante switches the play, finds Chung. Chung will try to switch the play back this way to the near side, and Lewis misplays it. Lewis falls down. There's a chance here to double the lead for Alliance, centering. Chung, back post, and she shoots it wide, scuffs her lines. It should be up by 2 for Alliance. Chelsea Chung is going to want the sitter back. That should be a double of the tally for her and a brace. Woodbridge looked in absolute disarray on the back end that time. Two switches of the field, and it didn't fall comfortably at all for the Strikers defenders. Addison Green was caught looking. Chung, if that was in the corner, that would have been another goal for Alliance. Ferrante started it with a good touch in the middle of the park. That could have been a big goal early on for Alliance to try to extend the lead. This defensive unit has to figure it out. Unlucky for Lewis on the backspin there of the ball. That's not really the major thing. Just unfortunately, then she slipped, and it happens. Not really her fault there, but big chance for Alliance goes begging. If the control was better from Yeomans, it could have been dangerous. Vasante stealing, and now Alliance getting the possession back. That's going to be a foul on Sabrina Vasante. Michelli misplays that poorly that time, and now it's Yeomans. Yeomans is in, and that's Michelli gaining the possession back. She had to. Look at that. She knew she messed up that time. She came back, made a play, won the ball forward, and Basante just gave it away. But look, onto the boot of Ida Michelli. She knew it. That's what you call a good workhorse of a player, right? She made a mistake. She knew it. She came back. You win it back. Simple math to me. Back to Addison Green, the keeper, who left North Miss last season. Came to Woodbridge, interestingly enough. And now it's on to Green. Green to Lissier, leaving North Mississauga as well. Now Kat Rogers lost that ball momentarily, looking to turn. Alexander looks for it, but Brado gets to it. To Nicole Mayu. Mayu to Rogers. Rogers looking for it. It's a good clean tackle off of her again, though. Now Lewis. Lewis threads the needle to Capiello. Capiello to Rogers. Rogers to Haley Lewis. Lewis forward for Michelli. Michelli wants the 1-2. She gave it away, though. Not too neat from the striker side right now. Lions trying to control more of the possession here. Goes back to the goalkeeper at Rush. She's got to clear it quickly. Almost turned it over, but that touch will work perfectly from Parker. Now to Chung from Anderson. Here is Chelsea Chung. Chung looking down the line. Instead will come into the inside to Raquel Alexander. Alexander looks to the outside. The idea is there, but no connection that time for Alliance on the counterattack. Lewis to Nicole Mayu. Mayu to Kat Rogers. Rogers captaining the side. In the absence of April Syme due to an injury for back-to-back games this week now. Free kick for Alliance though in the middle of the park, looking to capitalize here. So an opportunity for delivery coming in, or will it be a crack on goal for Alliance? It's going to be a shot, not a great one that time. Pour from Hannah Chown and goes for a goal kick. Green to Lewis to Michelli. Michelli now finds Brado. Brado goes across to Lissier. Throw in, quickly taken, and Woodbridge now trying to maintain possession here. Trying to bring it forward, really. Craving an equalizer. Here is Rogers. Outside it goes. To Kira Kent. Kent with the left boot at the top of the area. Falls for Rogers, but couldn't header that one to a teammate. And it's taken back by Kent, working hard to get it. Basante, toe poke in. Regains possession, does Basante. Now to Kira Kent on the far side, the former Von Azzurri. Now to Lewis. Lewis to Michelli. Can she create 1v1? Michelli cuts. She should shoot that. Oh, she missed it, but Basante throws it back off the top of the bar and out of play. So something from nothing almost for Woodbridge, looking to equalize. That goes in on the keeper. warming up here on a early Sunday evening. It's a pleasure to have you join us here at the Grove in the Bridge for League One Ontario Women's Premier Division action. 26 minutes in, and it is a lead here for Alliance, but Basante looks to cut through it, and she was in, but a good save by Atrash. So a big opportunity there goes begging that time for the Strikers. Lewis to Nicole May. 27 minutes in. Scoreless for Woodbridge here. They're looking for an equalizer. 1-0 though for the visiting side. Now Woodbridge trying to get things rolling forward. Here's Kent, cuts back, centering, a chance for an equalizer. What a defensive intervention. That was brilliant from Maddie Ma, saving a goal. The number 19, Ma, just saved the equalizing goal as Capiello was looking for her first in a striker uniform. That was 100% had the eyes for the back of the net. A good play from Kira Kent to center. The opportunity goes begging for Woodbridge. Brilliant there from Maddie Ma. Corner kick. Rogers delivers. Can Woodbridge get it anyway? It's cleared instead by Chown. Now Michelli to Rogers. Second delivery should be coming in. It does. And that's headed up, but not cleared. Here's Kira Kent onto it. Kent. Couldn't find anyone that time. And plays forward to Ferrante. Sofia Ferrante tries to find Chelsea Chung. But it's out of the reach of her to Lissier. And now Green just plays it out of play. Had time. Instead, decided to just clear to no one that time. Throw in now. Taken by Ma. Raquel Alexander wanted it. Nicole Mayu takes it. Lewis, and that's out into touch for a throw-in. 29 minutes in, 1-0 Alliance. Out-of-town scores, there is none in the Women's Premier Division so far in this Sunday. Just one game, and it's this one. The men have 3. Here's Basante, and she's offside. High up the pitch there as Michelli was looking for her. Scrosapi, London, 0-0 on the men's side. And then Vaughan, Sigma later tonight at 9. And 8 o'clock is Woodbridge at St. Catharines here at the Grove in the Bridge. But here for women, it's the only game going on. And it's a breakthrough from Chelsea Chung. Early in the 13th minute. Whistle goes there, foul. Quickly taken, Green, then Brado lost it. Chance here for Parker. Parker needs options. She has one. Alexander, good ball through. It might fall for Chung, back post, she shoots! Off the crossbar, but it's offside anyways on Chelsea Chung. Assistant referee raises the flag. I think the runner in the middle of the park, I think that was Ferrante. She was onside, but she couldn't get to the ball. Chung was offside. If anything, it was very close and off the woodwork. Keeper plays it quickly to Mayu. Basante wins that one back now. Capiello just dribbles that out into touch. Here's Mayu leaving that to Green, calling it late. She finds Lissier. Lissier to Brado. Brado lost it to Chung. Chung to Ferrante. Centering, and oh my gosh, that looked scary for a second. But it's a Woodbridge goal kick. Raquel Alexander will stand over the free kick here in the 34th minute. Can Alliance double their tally? Delivery is there. Capiello! Poor touch backwards, and Green had to get that one before the oncoming Cristovao. Stolen there by Brado as Woodbridge looking forward with McKee. Down 1 goal. Can Woodbridge get it back? Stolen and a chance Ferrante to Chung, but that's not enough there as Lissier comes and cuts it off. Lissier forward looking for Basante, who's onside but out of her reach, and it comes to Hannah Chown. Chown looking for Chung. Just out of her reach there, and it goes all the way back. And Lissier looks to jump onto it. Ida Michelli not wearing the armband today, but getting her players yelling at them to move, or else there's no one to play it forward to. Capiello inside there from Mayu. Now to Lewis. Lewis has Michelli, finds her. Who does Michelli have forward? She has Basante. Instead goes inside to Brado. Brado to Lewis. Lewis to Basante. Basante, good cut around. That's too easy around Ma that time. But a good intervention there from Yeomans, tracking for Maddie Ma. Although, remember, a few moments ago, Maddie Ma did save a goal, blocking that one. Coming in for Capiello to open the scoring for Woodbridge. Here's Alexander. Ma. Oh, that just worked, but still out of the reach of Ferrante. Ferrante's up top, I should say, out of the reach of the central midfielder that time, and it's Lewis. Now McKee. McKee, that's a better turn off a man. McKee, though, doesn't have anyone wide. It's Brado who has to Play that one out to Lissier, and Lissier doesn't have anybody. As Kira Kent Long does connect. It's a good ball from the center back. Kent goes to Rogers. Rogers, quick delivery, and that's cleared out by Hannah Chow. Alexander, flick on past Brado. Ferrante comes in tracks. Good intervention by Brado, but she lost it. Chance here. 1-on-2. Raquel Alexander. Can she have a switch of the play? Can she hold it up to get her troops forward? Alexander around Basante. Basante tracking. That's off of her boot, and it'll be into touch for an Alliance corner kick. Good from Raquel Alexander. Now, Raquel Alexander with the delivery. Here is Alexander with the delivery. It comes to the top of the area. And it should not have been Chown to get on top of that. She should have left that one for Parker. That's offside, and not the greatest of corners from Alliance. That was poor there on the set piece. .37 and a half in, 1-0 for the visitors. Lots of football to be played here. This match can go anywhere. Can Alliance take more control? Can Woodbridge get an equalizer? It's begging either side in either direction. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on Spidey. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, bringing this play-by-play live from the Grove in the Bridge for Women's Ontario League One Ontario Premier Division action. It's a pleasure to have you join us on a cold Sunday early evening here in the middle of May. Hopefully the weather warms up in the next couple of weeks because it's a chilly one tonight. Here is Basante looking to have a chilly cross in, but she couldn't connect as Atrash gets onto it and she brings that one down. It's not an easy feat taking over the champion of Girling Tour between the sticks for this Alliance side. Ferrante a push on the back of Brado, and that will be a foul. But she's done a decent job so far, the youngster, in between the sticks, the 19-year-old. For Alliance so far this campaign. Brado to Haley Lewis. The OCAA champion with Humber. Going now to Michelli, the former Niagara University product. Michelli cuts inside, but now cuts to Brado. My fault for her. Oh, she should have shot that one instead of trying to deliver that one low on the ground. The ball was rolling perfectly for her. Now Rogers to Lissier. Lissier to Rogers in the pocket. Rogers turns neatly, then finds Capiello in another pocket, and outside she goes, but no connection. Lissier, she's having a good game so far, in my opinion. She finds Capiello, two new Woodbridge players to find another new one in Kent. That goes out to touch, though, for a Woodbridge throw entering the 40th minute of play. Woodbridge need points, and they need points fast. They are so far in the relegation talk right now, which would be apocalyptic in my opinion. North Mississauga ain't doing so hot as well this year, and nor is this Alliance side, but this could be a game where Alliance or Woodbridge, either team could just peel away from the bottom, with two bottom-seeded teams right now in the table going at it tonight at Vaughan Grove. So far, advantage Alliance. Lewis a delivery, but headed easily forward. Ferrante now lays it off to Anderson. Anderson finds Chelsea Chung, the veteran of this side now, really the propeller of this Alliance women's side. Here's the former Woodbridge defender, Maddie Asaf. Goes back to Atrash. The keeper goes long, but not long enough. Brado headers, but to no prevail. as Asaf gets that one away from Michelli, who tracks. And that's not a good play from Alliance. They need to clear, though. Now they do. Almost giving that one away here. Michelli looking for a delivery. Can it fall? It can't that time for Woodbridge, and it's cleared away. Here is McKee. McKee cuts. It's a decent delivery. It might fall for Kent to the back post. Centering. Saved by Atrash. Now Capiello should have left it for Rogers, but it falls to Basante shooting. And goes cross-body, but over top of the goal. It's good goalkeeping, but not clinical finishing from Woodbridge, but better on the offensive end of things, getting opportunities here. In my opinion, this game is long from over. In the sense, I think there will be more goals on store this evening. Alliance, they're playing with fire, I'll tell you that right now. Alexander just gets that one looking forward, back to Alexander. She plays it into an open space, but gives it away. Better than giving it away in your final third, though. Here's Brado. Brado wants Michelli to go, not going to that time. And now Rogers to Mayu. Mayu to Lissier. The vet to the youngster at the back end. Here's Basante. Capiello, better from Woodbridge there, building up from left to right. Brado lost it, regained it, and now goes outside to Michelli. The former pro player in Brado finds the former Niagara University D1 captain in Michelli. Now to Brado, to Rogers. Rogers pokes that one to Kent. Comes onto it. Kent looking, cutting, dropping her man neatly there. Now centering Basante. Arrived late. Now is Rogers. Rogers left peg. And it's over top of the bar. Couldn't get under it that time. Or over it, I should say, and under the bar. Better from Woodbridge. Building up from side to side. Looking to make an impact. Quickly taken. And now it goes on the far side. Julia Cristovao. That's a poor pass. Michelli for the turnover. She wants a penalty. McKee falls for her, and it's a very poor finish. The ball was won from Alliance barely. You don't see any hauler from Michelli. That's how you know you might not have gotten fouled. That was an absolutely atrocious ball, though, from the left back across the pitch. Michelli, and just not a great finish at all from Megan McKee. As the leader at the top of the field there, you got to put that in the back of the net. It was almost a pass back to Atrash there, and she had an easy save. Michelli did all she could do to win the ball back. Wasn't a foul, just got the ball in time to the center back. It was close, though. Looked like it. But a chance goes begging again for Woodbridge. It's all about clinical finishing. You need to capitalize on your chances, and Woodbridge just haven't. Can they do so now? 30 seconds remaining till halftime. We'll see how much minutes are added. Probably 1 or 2 at the most. Here's Michelli. Can she get it at the depth of the half? She does! Shoot that one on goal. The backspin falls to Michelli. McKee, again, just not impactful with the shot into the penalty area. Here's Rogers. Rogers, flick off, falls neatly for her, and she's just going to have a audacious attempt on goal, and it goes wide.
The fourth officials indicated that there will be a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
One minute coming up. Now I will say it is all Woodbridge right now. Getting the play going, but that could change in moments of time. Here's Lewis to Lissier. Lissier to Rogers. Rogers lost that one to Chelsea Chung. Brado gets it back. Can Woodbridge get something at the death of the half here? Here's McKee. McKee outside to Kent. It's a very not the greatest of balls for McKee, and Kent just swings that one for a goal kick, and this half is over in about 10 seconds. As soon as this kick is taken, if it is, this half will be done.
The halftime score is Alliance United 1, Woodbridge Strikers 0. For all the latest League One Ontario match updates, scores, stats, standings, and news updates, be sure to download the new League One Live app for free from the Apple or Android app stores. Also, be sure to check out the League One Ontario website at www.league1ontario.com, powered by Comet. You can also stay connected to League One Ontario on social media. You can follow League One Ontario on X, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Also, be sure to subscribe to League One Ontario TV on YouTube to view full matches, highlights, and feature stories throughout the 2025 season. Woodbridge Strikers Soccer Club would like to acknowledge the following club partners for their generous support: Green Clean, Elite Suites, R. Fieri Automotive Group, Venue Event Space, and Ice Cream Patio. We would also like to acknowledge the following lead partners: the Cruyff Institute, educating the future leaders of the soccer industry. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel. L1ON Soccer is the home of soccer in Canada. Follow your favorite League One alumni as they compete in the Canadian Premier League, the TELUS Canadian Championship, and with our Canadian national teams, all exclusively on L1ON Soccer. Derby Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and the preferred match ball for League One Ontario. Hummel, the official apparel supplier of League One. Vibrant Performance, Canada's most trusted brand for automotive race parts and accessories. The Canadian Premier League, our game, our country, our league. And Ontario Soccer, encouraging us all to play, inspire, and unite. You know,
Welcome back, everybody, to the Grove in the Bridge for League One Ontario Women's Premier Division action between Alliance United and your Woodbridge Strikers. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, bringing this play-by-play live on Spideo as you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live here on a Sunday early evening. It's a pleasure to have you join us. It's 1-0 Alliance, courtesy of a Chelsea Chung goal in the 13th minute. We start this second half with Woodbridge having an early free kick. It's up and headed away off of Cristavo in for a corner kick for the Strikers. Their fifth of the match. Can they get going early on a set piece? Tonight is a quick turnaround here at the Grove, the Von Grove Stadium, as the men play 8 p.m. Not long after the Woodbridge women's game will end. Delivery is in for an equalizer, and it's headed away and into touch for a goal kick. Big chance for Mayu and company, but no cigar right now for the strikers as they look to strike here in the second half. Looks like there is no halftime substitutions that I see. So the score and the personnel stay at bay. It's a yellow card, excuse me, a foul to Woodbridge's Haley Lewis. Here are Alliance trying to come into the middle of the park with it. Taken by Lissier to McKee. McKee has Basante streaking forward. And a good intervention again, but Basante will get it back and now cleared up as Kent looks to get onto it and will not, as Chelsea Chung is just so brilliant with the footwork that time. Once again, she plays that one to Cristavo. And in the middle of the park, it goes to Parker. Parker goes across now. Yeomans is looking for it from Ma, but it's taken by Lewis. Can Woodbridge equalize this match at any moment of the second half? When will substitutions be made? Turned over there by Capiello. To Ferrante. Ferrante now to Cristavo. Cristavo has to move the ball as Basante was coming in hot on her, trying to steal it, and does. Now in the middle of the park. Capiello does well to win it. That could have been dangerous for Woodbridge if she didn't. Don't want to turn the ball over right in the middle of your final third. Here's Lissier going into traffic. Gives it away, though. She has to try to win it back now. And she does extremely well to do so. Michelli gets stuck in. Had to, or else she wouldn't have gotten the ball back to Haley Lewis. Green. Lissier getting hounded down now by Chung. She will then stop, and Lissier goes back to the keeper. No Sabrina Spano, who's played every game so far between the sticks for Woodbridge. Ashley Chung is the backup goalkeeper. 3 new keepers in the program other than last year for Woodbridge. Capiello forward. Capiello looks and finds absolutely nobody that time as she wants players going up the pitch, but no one to fruition for her. Chown goes across. Asaf to Maddie Ma. She has to go backwards. That's the only option to Medina Asaf. To the keeper, Atrash. She takes the first touch, has to go longer with it. Gives it away, though, to Michelli. Michelli to McKee. Could this be a turnover that Woodbridge put in the back of the net? Rogers shooting. And it's easily picked up by Atrash. Cristovao to Chown. She goes forward with it. Ferrante looks to bring it down. Rogers tries to win it. Instead, it's a good block off there from Parker. She gets it back from Asaf. Parker forward. That goes out to touch for a Woodbridge throw. 50 minutes in. 1-0 Alliance. Can they hang on for their first win of the campaign against this Woodbridge side who are looking for their second after winning the first game of their campaign? Capiello from behind. I think that might be a warning, and a second might be a caution. I think it is. She should have left the ball. Yeah, there's the caution coming up to Capiello.
Yellow card issued in the 51st minute to Woodbridge strikers number 2, Catarina Capiello.
So, stopping the run of play, she might have gotten away with it. It looked like she might have at the beginning, and then she didn't get the ball. She didn't leave the ball, I should say, and it's a caution. Quickly taken. Let's see if this can help here. Ma, the delivery back in. That's a hard touch and bring down that time for Alliance's captain, Anderson. And now McKee looking for it. Couldn't get it. And Michelli wins it. Tries to get the second ball, doesn't. Capiello now hard in on Parker. Capiello's got to be wary of her tackles. Onside here. Here come Alliance forward with Yeomans. Yeomans centering. Ferrante goes in the left peg. It might fall. Now the layoff for Chung to get the brace. And she goes across the goal and wide. on her unfavorable left foot that time for Chelsea Chung. She wanted it on the right for the finish. It was difficult, but a good build-up from Alliance, going from side to side, looking to create a play in the center of the area of the pitch there, but nothing doing that time. Almost, though, for Chelsea Chung for the brace. Long ball from the keeper, looking to get onto it there. Woodbridge couldn't. Now Mayu's got to have an intervention, and does. Long ball might fall for Michelli if it's not dealt with, and it is dealt with, very neatly so. By Asaf, and turning away they go. New Alliance. Here's Chelsea Chung on the near side, has to track back to receive. Chung almost gave it away. She did to McKee. McKee fell over, though. Alliance are very lucky that time. Here's Chelsea Chung. Chung looking forward. Off of the foot of Basante and Kent. And now to Lissier. Goes back to the goalkeeper. 1-0 Alliance. 53 minutes in the affair. Who will get a crucial 3 points? Will anyone today? Both teams are needing one. It's turned over. Brado. Chung might have a crack. She doesn't. Combination play, and Alliance don't take advantage of that. They should have done better with it. Michelli off a man into touch. Off of Ma for a Woodbridge throw-in. Quickly taken. McKee has Rogers going. Can she find her? McKee gives it away. Now, Alexander gave it away for a Michelli throw for Woodbridge. Taken quickly to Rogers. Rogers to Michelli. Almost does some juggling around the player that time. Might fall for Alliance. Instead, it's Nicole Mayu clearing. Here's Michelli. Flick on header to sublime perfection there for McKee. McKee has Basante, but out of the reach, and a good intervention from Hannah Chown. Woodbridge need to start gaining some offensive chances again. They were getting a few in the first half, and second half they haven't gotten anything rolling as of yet. Really end-to-end stuff in the sense of nothing doing for either side. Rogers tries to create, falls for Capiello. She might have had the best chance of the game for Woodbridge, but got her shot blocked right off the line. Here is Michelli. Ida Michelli looking for it, couldn't connect. Taken by Alliance. Here's Chelsea Chung. Chung looking for the 1-2, but Chung's not that fast there. So Kent gets on her horse and gets that one back to the keeper in green. Green plays it quickly across. And that is given away. Chance here. If Chung gets it, it's going to be a crack. Ferrante shoots, scores! Green in, stuck in no man's land, and right there over the top of her. Couldn't get it over, and a cracker. Mamma mia, what a shot from Sofia Ferrante. Makes it 2-0 for Alliance. A big goal. Very big goal.
Alliance United goal scored in the 56th minute by number 33, Sofia Ferrante.
Not what Woodbridge would have wanted here. Ferrante doubles the tally, makes it 2-0 Alliance, and it's just a magical goal and a cracker there from Ferrante. And Woodbridge are in a strugglesome mode right now, trying to get goals. Will it be Ida Michelli getting going again? But here is Chung stealing it. To Ferrante, tries to cut back in her favorable left. That doesn't work. And here is Rogers. You see Michelli is up the pitch again. Now she has to be for creation. She drops it off, but that time couldn't connect in Michelli with McKee. If I was head coach Gabe Cremonese, I would start getting players off the pitch and fresh players on if they're not going to be up to the standard or trying to make plays, trying to get anything going. You got to change personnel. That's just my opinion, of course. The analyst part of the commentary. Chance here for Woodbridge, but cleared again. Michelli is all over the place, but frankly, she has to be. That's not me saying anything bad about anyone else. Michelli needs to be all over to create for this Woodbridge side. She did it against Whippy. She did it other McKee. Megan McKee gets it, and there's her creation.
Woodbridge Strikers goal. Scored in the 57th minute by number 19, Megan McKee.
So McKee with a big one. Finally got the monkey off her back in this campaign. Was craving for it, and Woodbridge are back in it. After a cracker at one end from Ferrante, Woodbridge get a big goal back from McKee. And it was a goal that Woodbridge desperately needed to make it a one-goal game again. I told you there was more goals in this encounter. I said it from the top of the broadcast, by the top of the second half, and it's now 2-1. It was a ball that was won back from Woodbridge that created it. Capiello went to Lissier, gave it away, but then it was regained the possession, and a delivery came in for McKee to get it at the back post. As I was digressing, who was going to get back in it? I thought it was going to be Michelli. That time it was Basante with the delivery. Came something from nothing, and you just see McKee a little bit of a tap. She barely shot it, just a deflection past the keeper who was diving in Atrash, and just like that, it was Woodbridge who get the goal back. And they won that. Because if Alliance got a third, it could have been troublesome. But now McKee, can she get going in this season here? It's going to be a caution as well in the process. And Alliance are all over the map here. As the center back takes McKee out, there's zero complaints, and it's a penalty kick now coming to Woodbridge, looking to equalize. Who will take it? It will be Kat Rogers. Who else could it possibly be? Rogers to equalize and to put this game on its head. Asaf getting repairs. Rogers will look to equalize. Moment of silence for a second here. Tense. Rogers PK. Woodbridge. Kat Rogers. Emphatic. And it's all tied up at 2 apiece.
Woodbridge Strikers goal! Scored in the 61st minute by number 11, Cap Rogers.
And here we go. Woodbridge momentum shift in full effect here. It's all Triple Azzurri Blue going from left to right now. There was a caution in the process also. And we're all tied up at 2 goals apiece. I believe the caution went to possibly Matty Ma, one of the center backs. And now McKee going again. Shot comes in, scores! And just like that, Woodbridge strike, Michelli, Bisante, and what a change of events here. Woodbridge are on the front foot, it's 3-2.
Woodbridge Strikers goal! Scoring the 63rd minute, number 21, Ida Michelli.
I told you, it was only a matter of time. A good delivery in, Michelli strikes, and she might not have been involved in the first 2, but she most certainly is involved with the leading goal. Right now it's 3-2 Woodbridge on a Sunday night here at the Grove. What a change of events. 2-0 Alliance, and Woodbridge said, no, we don't need subs. We're going to come back. We're going to come back strong. It's 3-2 for the Strikers as they strike 3 goals in a matter of minutes. McKee, 57. Rogers, 61. Michelli, 63. 6 minutes, 3 goals, and Woodbridge are up 3-2. What a change of events. Delivery now, Alliance. They look to get one back. They can't. A delivery that time. McKee was looking to come in. McKee to Basante, and it was a Michelli toe poke in the back of the net. So Basante with the primary assist, and Michelli came from absolutely nowhere to put that one in, but that's what good players do. They find a way to put their team on top. My goodness gracious. Can Woodbridge hang on for a possible big 3 points here? Injured Alliance player. And head coach Angelo Cavaluzzo is losing it on the Alliance bench. I think the official might have lost the plot here. I actually agree with the head coach here. If the player does not ask for the trainer and therapist to come on, the head referee does not demand the therapist to come on the field. It is up to the player and the coach to send their therapist on. I agree with the Lions head coach there. The player does not need to go off the pitch. Yes, it means nothing. She's back on, and it was quick. But you got to get the job right, and that one was an error from the head referee, in my opinion. So substitutions being made. Looks like Olivia Bizzoni is in. And frankly, Woodbridge need her in. She comes back from school. Basante is through. Is Basante making it for? She's on Basante! And a good save from Atrash.
Yellow card issued to Alliance United number 14, Madina Asaf.
(3-2) Woodbridge. Can Alliance now give more drama in this one? Michelli with the winner thus far. McKee and Rogers get things rolling. He gets the monkey off her back. Michelli adds another one to her tally in this campaign. That's Michelli's second goal. First league goal, though, of the season. My goodness gracious. What a difference here. Where I thought maybe Woodbridge couldn't get anything rolling, they do. They do in a big way. They're up by 1. This would be a very, very poor points, 3 points dropped. If any points drop now for Alliance, they must find an equalizer.
Alliance United substitution, the 63rd minute. Entering the match number 20, Cassie Chan. Exiting the match number 14, Madina Asaf. Woodbridge striker substitution, the 65th minute. Entering the match number 14, Olivia Bizzoni. Exiting the match number 2, Catarina Capiello.
Now a triple change coming for Alliance United, trying to turn this game on its head here. Parker looking, and Olivia Bizzoni steals it. Did they ever need her back to Woodbridge? Bizzoni back from school to Basante, and that's a weak one there, in on the keeper. I'll be honest, this has been one of the most dramatic starts to the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division in the last 5 years, in my opinion. The endings are always some drama, but especially for Woodbridge specifically, the games that's been going, positive and negative for them, and just the matches in general in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division. I've been around this first month, and it's been absolutely wild. And again, just continued drama at the Grove in the Bridge. It seems like every game, men and women, this season in 2025, it's a flair for the dramatic. Each game, in and out. And this is where I beg the question. If you are up 3-2 now from down 2-0, where was this against Whitby on Wednesday against the championship side in the Cup? Right? So it really, really begs the question of the early consistency for this Woodbridge side. But are they going to get it? Could this be the game that changes their season? You never know.
Alliance United substitution in the 70th minute. Entering the match number 5, Samantha Gravina. Exiting the match number 19, Maddie Ma.
Basante looking for it. She lost a 2-50. 1-2 with Alexander. Has Chung going. Alexander finds her. Chung now. Kent comes in on her. And Kira Kent's having a good one this evening. Brado in the middle of the park has to have a good control and turn in. Does to Haley Lewis. Backwards, though. Lewis looking for Michelli. Michelli can't do anything there. It's a poor pass there that time. Chance here. Ferrante. Ferrante across to Chung. I thought she was going to shoot that, but couldn't have a full complement that time. And here's Chelsea Chung keeping the ball in. Left foot delivery. Ferrante looking ahead her. Comes to Brado. She looks to clear and has Rogers only, to be honest.
Alliance United substitution, the 70th minute. Entering the match, number 44, Chloe Lothers. Exiting the match, number 17, and Yeomans.
Lewis leaves the ball into touch as Lofters is into the match here for Alliance. 3-2 strikers. Now we're talking, can Woodbridge hang on here? Or can Alliance find an equalizer? Rogers does well. Brings it down. Throw in for Alliance in the near corner. Basante, good ball to Rogers. Rogers to Michelli, but Rogers couldn't find her. Can Alliance get moving forward here? That ball goes to Lewis. Now to Ida Michelli. 3-2 in the 73rd minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Can they hang on for a crucial 3 points in the early season? Two teams at the bottom of the table looking for a big 3 points. Both teams know they and want this 3 points against each other. Could be a big difference. It's Woodbridge either from 3 to 6 and Alliance from 2 to 5. Woodbridge climbs to 6th and Alliance stays at 9th. It could be the reversal, where Alliance climbs to 6th and Woodbridge stays at 9th. So, it's early in the season, only 5 matches in, but still very, very important and crucial in this time. Here's Ferrante, brings it down neatly, finds Chelsea Chung. Ferrante's had a great game, maybe one of the best players for Alliance tonight. Here's Chelsea Chung, quick throw. Oh, gotta be careful. Alliance wants a hand. It's not coming. It wasn't a handball. Here is the center back. Oh, don't play with it there. She almost lost it. Goes backwards did Cassie Chan and almost lost that one.
Alliance United substitution, entering match number 21, Tatiana Boutros, exiting the match number 10, Hannah Anderson.
Alexander, Chan. Cassie Chan now goes across, and can Alliance get things rolling? That's Michelli off of Cristoval into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Well, it's all up now to Woodbridge. You got 15 minutes. Yeah, easier said than done, but you're in the driver's seat. You got to hang on for the 3 points here. Now, as much as you were down by 2, in my opinion, if you don't get the 3 points tonight, it is somewhat of a failure of a match. You need these 3 points at home. But Alliance will press and pro. Basante, she's fast. She comes in on her man. Alliance won a foul. She's not going to get it. Here's Basante. Good track forward. She's looking for Kent, and now Basante lost. That's a poor pass, though, after she did so extremely well to win it back. Here is Chung. Across to Raquel Alexander. Alexander only has one play. Instead, she cuts back. Now she looks for another play. She will now try to connect with the substitute Gravina. Can Samantha Gravina have Ferrante in the middle? Back post might fall. Michelli has to deal with it. She does. Just about so. The second touch helped her, or else it could have been worrisome for Woodbridge. Here's Chown. Hannah Chown wins the ball. Looking, Boutros trying to connect, and now turned over. Cassie Chan has had a tough day at the office since coming on at the 70th minute. We're in the 76th. Give the ball away again. And now Rogers looks for it. Rogers gives it away. Here's Raquel Alexander. Goes the wrong way, but keeps possession. Here comes Alliance. Forward with Gravina. Gravina to Ferrante. Gravina. Gravina finds it back to Chown. Hannah Chown finds Chan. Cassie Chan goes across. Can Alliance carry forward? This is better from the triple orange here. Chung looking for it. Can Chung get onto it? And Kent has to come as Addison Green arrives late to the scene. Off her line slow is the keeper. And it's conceded a corner. If you're off quicker, you could get to that ball and avoid a corner kick. And experience at times. Looking to gain experience between the sticks. Here's an in-swinging corner kick coming, possibly from Raquel Alexander, or will be an outswinger. Let's see. It's an outswinger in the 78th minute as Alliance look for an equalizer. Can they get one here and turn this match on its head once again tonight? The delivery is a decent one. Who's there? At the back post. Woodbridge looks to clear. They do. Goes out to touch for an Alliance throw-in. Quickly taken and then off of the head of Michelli into touch. Alliance throw-in. 78 minutes in. Now you're at hang-on territory here. That goes out to touch, and that's not a play that Alliance need to make. A back heel there from Ferrante. Got to be more cautious with the control of the play in the final third if you want to get back in one and not take precious seconds off the clock for Woodbridge. Michelli hounding down her man. That's going to be a foul always off of Julia Cristobal. And substitutions coming up. It's Jada Hilton Palea. Man, isn't that a caveat to have entering the match for Woodbridge now in the 79th minute for Kira Kent.
Woodbridge striker substitution, the 79th minute, entering the match, number 9, Jada Hilton Palea. Exiting the match, number 23, Kira Kent.
So Hilton Palea, fresh off a vacation, she's coming on, never going to start right. You got to get into the motions again. So she's going to play the final 10 minutes, and I know she definitely has that in her. That's a big piece now to try to close this one out for Woodbridge. Right time placed on as well for head coach Gabe Cremonesi. Can the former Jamaican international make an impact late in the final 10 minutes to try to close this one off for Woodbridge for 3 points? Chown. To Chan. Chan. Across for Cristobal. Cristobal now. To Chan. Chan goes outside. She finds the substitute there in Lofters. Lofters goes back with it to Cristobal, and that's a bad pass there from Lofters that time. Woodbridge, desperate need of 3 points at home. Can they get it? 9 minutes plus added time. If they do, Alliance will be only with 2 points 6 weeks in the season and only 2 points above a struggling North Mississauga. Alliance have done good today, but can they do enough to get an equalizer? They might deserve points, but do you deserve it if you're up 2-0 in the second half is the question. They've played well. Woodbridge countered with 3 goals in 6 minutes. Momentum shift is a real deal, and they took it into full complement. Here comes Alliance, winning the ball off the Woodbridge throw-in. Chance here for Lofters, coming in, and she gets bodied by Haley Lewis. Boutros, Alexander, now Cristobal plays the target man in Ferrante. She tracks back. That's a good tackle there, won it clean, but then Woodbridge still maintaining it. It's neat work. Here's Bazzoni now. Bazzoni lost that one that time, and Alliance now control. Cassie Chan. Chan plays Chown in the middle. That's a poor pass from the center back that time, but Rogers lost it, regained it from Bisante. And that's a foul called on Alliance. Eight minutes plus added time. Can Woodbridge hang on for a crucial 3 points? Substitution being made here. Looks like 50 out, 48 in for Alliance.
Alliance United substitution in the 83rd minute. Entering the match, number 48, Naomi Atem. Exiting the match, number 50, Julia Cristobal.
So Rogers found Bisante there, but she couldn't get a full complement on it. Goal kick Alliance. That was to maybe ice the game. So you see head coach Angelo Cavaluzzo, former TFC2 goalkeeper for Alliance United. Now he took off a right back, a defender, for an attacker, center forward, Atem. So Alliance is going for, I mean, there's not a big deal if you lose 3-2 or 4-2, right? So I agree with the sub, needed to be made. Here's Hannah Chown to Naomi Atem, wins the ball, then lost it to Hilton Palea. Jada Hilton Palea does well. Atem tracks in on her. She has a delivery. It might fall for McKee. The keeper's got come. She will. Atrash plays it quickly to Lofters, who finds Alexander in the middle of the park. She's got to move it. She doesn't. Now it comes to Gravina. She'll leave it. Chown. Very good ball out. Now this is Chown, I should say. It was a good ball from their center back in Parker. Rogers wins the ball back. Rogers to Lissier to Mayu. 6 minutes plus added time to go. Mayu to Lydia Brado. Woodbridge making 2 subs coming up. They got to defend this lead now. Here's Chung to L1ON. Ferrante goes on the right side, and you have Atem in the middle. Now Chung on the left side for Alliance. Woodbridge might take some forwards off for defenders here. Looks like it could be Maria Poveda and possibly Lindsay Appleton entering the match. A CDM and a center back. So Gabe where you have Angelo Cavaluzzo for Alliance going for an equalizer. You have Gabe Cremonese have to try to secure these 3 points. So Rogers out. Michelli will get the armband for Poveda.
Woodbridge striker substitution in the 85th minute. Entering the match, number 5, Maria Poveda. Exiting the match, number 11, Kat Rogers.
Rogers out, Poveda in. More of a stay-at-home central midfielder. You can see she's going to play right in front of the center backs. And then looks like Lindsay Appleton might come in, and could it be Ida Michelli making way? That would be very interesting, to say the least. Here's Olivia Bazzoni. Handball on her. Free kick Woodbridge. Free kick Alliance. Taken quickly. Here is Chown. Chown to Chung. And a good intervention by Lissier. Chown throwing. It's a long throw. The keeper's not active. Oh, now Green will come. Late to the scene. So looks like Naima Prentice-White might be coming on as well, just for some fresh legs up top for Woodbridge. 86 minutes. Can Woodbridge hang on? Here's Poveda. Couldn't connect that time with Basante. Hilton Palea will look to clear. Chang brings it down looking for Chown. Lions going for an equalizer here. Meanwhile, it's Brendo in the middle of the park. Trying to gain it back, though. Woodbridge forward, and it just goes out to touch for a Alliance. Goal kick. Substitutions now coming up for Woodbridge. So, interestingly, Michelli gets substituted. I don't know about that one. A more stay-at-home defender, I get it, in Lindsay Appleton. Now Nicole Mayu takes the armband just with her experience. So Appleton in for Michelli, Prentice White in for McKee.
Woodbridge striker substitutions in the 84th minute. Entering the match, number 17, Lindsay Appleton. Exiting the match, number 21, Ida Michelli. Entering the match, number 4, Naima Prentice White. Exiting the match, number 19, Megan McKee.
So, two different types of matches now for either side. Woodbridge, all defensive, trying to just hang on here. And you have this Alliance side obviously going for it, pressing for an equalizer. Chown, good first touch. Chown in the middle of the park, finds a man. That's a good ball. Over top of Lissier to Chung. Chung trying to center Lissier, gets it back and finds Addison Green, who has to clear. Here's Appleton. She's high up the pitch in unfamiliar territory, looking to create, and that goes off of a boot. Forward. Can Woodbridge look? That they got back though. They got 6 players back, 4 at the back, 2 in front of the defenders there, and it's going to be very difficult for Alliance to thread the needle through.
The fourth officials indicated that there would be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
So 4 minutes for Woodbridge to hang on. 4 minutes for Alliance to get a point that they feel like they might deserve here today. But it's been all Woodbridge this second half. They've come out, and they've come out firing with 3 goals in 6 minutes to take the 3-2 lead. The reinforcements have helped as well. Here's Basante cutting in, looking to ice it possibly for Woodbridge. Good defensive intervention, though. And a foul called on Basante. That's well done from Parker. Parker clears it long. Ferrante, a little flick on header, but it's going to be tough to pass the 6 defenders now. 4 at the back, 2 sitting in front here for Alliance, but Woodbridge is setting up neatly to ice this one. They have to. 4 at the back, 2 center defensive mids in front to try to congest the middle of the park. Prentice White. Woodbridge looking to defend here. 2.5 to go. Can they do so? Here's Alliance, Chelsea Chung, and she gives it away to Tamara Lissier. Lissier inside, but Gravina takes it now to Chown. Chown has to go backwards, but Alliance need to go the other way. Parker, Tamara Lissier defending. Now it's Alliance, and that's a giveaway. Bazzoni takes it. Bazzoni out to Naima Prentice-White. She cuts inside. Prentice-White just goes long, looking for Basante, couldn't connect. 1.5 to go. It's a long ball. It might fall. Ferrante now cuts back on the left. She wants to hit it with the left boot to Chung, and that was a poor decision. She should have just drove, but a free kick right outside the penalty area. Tamara Lissier with a poor challenge and a yellow card.
Yellow card issued in the 93rd minute to Woodbridge strikers number 20, Tamara Lissier.
Lissier picks up a caution, and could this be an equalizer right outside the D of the penalty area in the 93rd minute? Now we're in. It will be a last-second goal if Alliance put it in. Addison Green, Lissier, and company of Woodbridge want this ball to travel over top of the goal and out of play, and this one will probably be over after that. An error from Alliance coming up there with the ball over top of the defenders from Ferrante cutting instead of driving. But now it's Ferrante that possibly could be standing over as Alexander's there as well looking for an equalizer. But can Woodbridge hang on? Alexander lines it up. Free kick Alliance in the 94th minute. Could this be an equalizing goal for the visitors? It's down deflected off a Woodbridge wall for a corner kick, and even if that was going towards the net, I don't think it was going to harm the keeper. So, this will be the final kick or play of the match. We are now at 94. An outswinger from Alexander. Will there be late flair for the dramatic here in the bridge? The delivery is a decent one. Header, but now cleared. Alliance won a penalty. They're going to feel hard done. The coaches are irate on the bench. It's not going to come, but you got to holler for it anyways. And I think Woodbridge is going to hang on for the 3 points. Big 3 points for Woodbridge.
And the final score is Woodbridge Strikers 3, Alliance United 2. We sincerely thank you for your support this evening. Please join us once again in the Vaughan Derby, June 8th, 7 p.m. kickoff as your Woodbridge women take on Vaughan. Until next time.